Hello everyone and welcome back to Dice Commando. This is the final tonight of the first standard tournament of the ATG meta at Monday Night Dice. On our left we have Eric, he's playing Thrawn Snoke. On our right we have Andrew, he's playing the new Han and Poe 2. Andrew of course is on the Theed Palace battlefield, and Eric is on the Jedi Temple for all the Grand Math shenanigans. Eric does win, so we'll be playing on the Jedi Temple to start. And Eric gets the first strike here. So he'll probably roll in Thrawn to start. Okay, rolls in Thrawn. Gets a double blank, but he gets to call a card. Probably calls 2. Alright, so we see an easy pickings. Nope, that's what he called. He called a 1 for an easy pickings. We also saw a hit and run. We saw a second chance in there. We saw a holdout blaster, which hits the table. For a 2, Han activates, so he'll roll in with the redeploy weapon. For a 2 for 1, a Han special and $1 on Han. So the Han special does 2 indirect, and Andrew can show a hero card from his hand, which doesn't give any advantageous knowledge to Eric anymore since he knows what's there. Is Eric going to try to mess with that? Yeah, I mean, he had to take the picking. I mean, obviously, if he called the 1, he didn't have a choice on other cards, but taking the picking was a must to not lose both of Thrawn's dice here. Now, do we see a fist in his hand? Okay, so Eric mind tricks. So yeah, so that's a good split by Andrew. So Andrew puts the 2 for 1 with the $1, and then he puts the Han special on its own. So either way, Andrew's going to be able to deal 2 damage here. Take him an extra action, of course. Yep, but Eric will go ahead and take the 2 indirect, and then Andrew will gain $1. So it shows us hit and run, gain $1. So does Andrew roll in Poe? I think he does. But Eric gets to move first. So Eric's out of money now. So he has to get a focus on Snoke, or I mean he can't pitch to reroll, of course. So that's what he's going to do. Actually, he pitches the Umbaran hover tank to reroll into double blanks on Thrawn. Alright, Poe comes in with a 1 gun and a 1 gun. Alright, Eric's going to roll in Snoke now. Goodness. Yep, that's pretty awful. Alright, 2 into Thrawn. So for certain a pitch to reroll here, considering he has nothing else better to do. Oh, loses the Grand Moff. There he goes. Much better shape. So Andrew's going to claim. He'll look at the hand and pitch events. None, so there's a chance cube and a fist. So he drops a chance cube. Or not. There's really no reason to do that yet. Okay, so he's going to focus. I'm sure he focuses to the... Oh, focus to the 2 focus. Okay, and then he's going to go all for money. Oh, he's going to try to get the fist down. Okay, so he just Snoked Thrawn. Needs to put a damage on Thrawn. Then he'll take the other $1. Still needs to put a damage on Thrawn, but he did get his fist on the table. Okay. And then the fist gets to roll in on activation for a 3 disrupt. He does have a card in hand, but you have 2 more rerolls coming, so I think you just have to disrupt just to get off the table. And then roll it back in. Yep, so he takes $1, and now he'll roll it in. It's the disrupt again. So now he'll just, yep, he does that power action and gets a pay side. Oh, he decides not to resolve. He wants to keep that chance cube. So that was a complete lost turn on the fist. Not a good round for Eric. Did no damage. I mean, to be fair, getting fist down first turn is pretty good, but that really didn't work very well for him. Or it didn't work out well for him. Alright, so Andrew gets first strike here. He has $2. Now Eric knows he has a hit and run. That's, okay, so Andrew doesn't use it. That's what Eric will probably take here. So there's 2-1 focus on Thrawn. Okay, so leverage for 1, defensive position for 1, second chance for 3, hit and run for 0, and an X8 for 2. Yep, so he called 1, so a defensive position. So now Andrew can hit and run. Andrew probably takes the Han special first. That's what he does, yep. So 2 indirect, and then Andrew will show a card to gain money. So he's at $3, Eric's action. There's the chance cube. Which he can certainly pay for. Alright, so there's an X8 for 2. Now does he hit and run? Just to get out of his hand so he doesn't lose it? Yeah, usually you want to use that for a kill, but when you know you're going to lose it. Alright, so Poe comes in with ambush, with $1, a Poe special, and a blank. So not a lot to work with there. So he'll Poe special to gain a shield and flip pawn to the special probably. Yep, so deals another 2 indirect and gains $2. Okay. Goes back to Eric. So Andrew has 2 cards left in hand, so he has 2 pitch 3 rolls here. So there's $1 for the cube on Snoke. It's a blank, a 2 focus, and looks like the 3. It might be the 2. Alright, there's a pitch roll to re-roll. Nothing. $1 on Poe, shield, and a blank. Now he can flip that X8 with the $2. Alright, so there's a focus to the 3 money and the Thrawn 2 money. So here comes a whole bunch of money. Andrew's about to get plowed here. Alright, Andrew takes $1. Oh, he's just planning on X8ing. Alright, so just Snoked Thrawn. Thrawn will go to 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's actually much better than X8ing. 2, 3. So Eric's at $8. Andrew will take a shield and then he'll claim. And Eric will probably get to do whatever he wants here. Because Andrew doesn't have any cards left in hand, so. Okay, so there's a Hailfire for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 indirect, which Andrew takes on Han. And then the droid tank gets to activate. Oh, but Andrew's just going to claim, so the droid tank should have gotten to activate, but it's not going to end up mattering. So Andrew gets rid of Hidden Motive, and now Eric can go to work. Alright, so there's the fist power action. Nope, that's the fist normal roll. And that is the 3 for 1, I believe. Yep, so 3 go into Poe for net 1. Okay, so there's the fist power action. For the 4 indirect for 1. So that tank's still out there. So there's a tie for 2. Then he'll tutor. And then 1 indirect, which Andrew took for hitting the table. Another tie. In hand, of course. Okay, Eric's next move. So he has, I mean, technically has ambush on the tie, but again, it doesn't really matter here at this point. So he's thinking something over. At this point, you just roll in your stuff. Yep, so there's the tie. For $1. Ooh, that'll help him get another tie out. So Eric's thinking again here. Yeah, it takes $1. That seems good. Drop the other tie. Tutor again. Andrew will take an indirect. Alright, puts it on Han. Okay, there's the tutored tie. We'll shuffle and cut again. Okay, so that tie does go back to hand. No draw, no draw. Goes back. There we go. That's what he was looking for. Alright, so Grand Moff is his next card. They flipped it over because he has knowledge, so he shared. That's just the way we do it in our play group, is if you screw up something like that, it's not a big deal. You just show everybody so nobody has a certain advantage. So the tie rolls in with a 1. Okay, so there's a Thrawn focus. He'll probably go to the Snoke 2 focus. Yep. And then he'll use that to go to the 3 and the +2, probably, is what it looks like. The natural 3 and the +2, yeah. So Poe takes 5, goes to 6. So that droid tank's not in yet. Oh, that's what he just realized. Yep, okay. Rolling in the droid tank. 2 more into Poe. Poe's at 8. Now we'll go into the next round. So Andrew is in deep trouble here. But he can punch fast, so let's see what happens. He does have a second chance. Probably wouldn't mind a redeploy on Poe right now. Alright, so yeah, it brings in Poe first. X8 got moved over, not a big deal. Okay, so Poe comes in with a blank, a Poe special, and that's a +2 on the X8. Does Eric drop another tie? No, rolls in the fist first with the 3 disrupt. Well, time for Andrew to play a gun or something. Nope, he rolls in Han, who rolls poorly with a blank, a money, and a discard. So Thrawn needs 6 to die. Snoke needs 7 to die. Alright, there's the droid tank with the 2 natural. Alright, so Poe needs 3 to die. So Andrew pitches to reroll. Gets a Han special. A 2 for 1 on the holdout, which is what he needed, and a 2 on Poe. Eric can't kill Andrew outright unless he has something up his sleeve, which generally this deck doesn't play. So Andrew can kill Thrawn here if Eric doesn't have control or a way to put Poe down. He could disrupt, actually. Actually, that's right, because he has to disrupt with Vader Fist, and then he'd force Andrew to deal all the indirect first, assuming that Andrew would Poe special into the other Han die. I mean, that disrupt, I don't think it's gonna I don't think it'll save him, but I think it's the right play because it makes Andrew take more action to spend more resources to get it done. So, and by resources I don't actually mean credits in this case, I mean actions and dice. Yep. So there's the disrupt. That's a smart play. Oh, there it is. So Andrew's going to impulsive the Poe die, or sorry, the Poe special, and he'll flip to the +2, and that will kill Thrawn. So now Poe needs 4 to die. Okay, there's a Force illusion on Snoke, which will slow Andrew down a bit. He probably just takes the 2 indirect and the $1 here. Yep, 2 indirect. Or no, he just takes $1. Takes $1. So he must have some sort of control that he wants. Okay, in comes a tie with a 2 indirect. Alright, Andrew impulsives to resolve. And then retreats. Oh man. So he's going to show retreat, gain the $1, and then he's actually going to retreat with his ambush action. So Eric gets 1 action. That hurts, because Eric has not got off the ground yet. Yeah, that was a nice play. That's why he took the $1 first, was so that he could do that. Very nicely played. And so Eric gets 1 action. Andrew has 1 card in hand. Eric might even just think about claiming, because that 2 indirect, yeah, 2 damage is 2 damage, but I don't know, it doesn't really matter if Eric gets in front. He doesn't have Thrawn anymore, so. Yeah, I think that's what he's thinking about, is claiming here. It's worth. Oh, so he actually shoots Poe, so Poe takes 1 net. Poe's at 9. Okay, so next round, Andrew retains battlefield control, even though he did not claim. And Eric's got this will be interesting. Eric has a very strong board, but Andrew with a second chance. That's a lot to chew through. Alright, so Poe comes out. Gets Poe special again, and 2 1s. The Poe special into the Han special when there's only 1 character on the board is pretty brutal. What is Eric's action here? Maybe he's looking for, see if the second retreat's there. Looks like Eric. We know Eric has a tie. I haven't been able to see the rest of his hand. It might be a planetary bombardment in the front. Either way, it's his action. Okay, so he beguiles. So rerolls Poe for a 1 gun. He'll blank that Poe and then remove the X8, which is smart because Andrew can pay to flip that. Okay, so it's Andrew's action. Shoots for 1. Okay, so okay, there's the 4 for 1 on Snoke. Or sorry, on Vader's Fist. Alright, here comes Han. Alright, for a 2 for 1, a 2. Man, that's 6 damage right there. Does he have another Force illusion? That's a kill, unless he has a Force illusion. It'll take him a while to get there. Alright, pin down the Han 2. So Andrew will deal 2 indirect, then gain $1 probably. Yep, shows a pose blaster, gain $1. Eric still has a lot of dice on the board here. Alright, so here comes a droid tank with a 1 shield. Alright, there's 1 for 2 more. Puts a 3 on, takes off a 1. Yep. Alright, here comes the tie with a blank. Alright, pitch to reroll, gets a 1. That'll put Snoke at 10. Alright, here comes Snoke. If he gets focus, he does get a focus. Alright, 1 more into Snoke. And Andrew still has $2. Can he retreat again? Is he packing 2 retreats? It's his action. There's a lot of damage potentially coming his way here, but that second chance will help. Alright, so it looks like Andrew's passed, so Eric takes a shield on Snoke. Alright, Andrew picks the 2 blanks. He was waiting for a Snoke focus or something. That might have been it. So a blank on the tie. Looks like Andrew's still passing. Eric is out of money. Do keep in mind that Fist has not power action, so there's a pitch to reroll. Fist gets the 2 shields and $1. There, Andrew claims. He'll look. No events. There is another Force illusion in the hand. So Eric, I think, is going to have to take that dollar for the Force Illusion. That's exactly what it looks like he's going to do. Now he can go to work here. Okay, pitches a chance cube to re-roll. Okay, there's the 3 for 1. That fist, again, that fist gets to come out again after it resolves. So keeping that Snoke focus is smart. Yep, so there's a dead Poe. So hit and runs off the table. Alright, there it comes again. Focus, that was the 3 for 1, so he'll focus to the 3 natural. Okay, 3 into Han. And that's it. Okay, so what can Andrew do? So Andrew, so again, we know that Eric has a Force illusion. Andrew doesn't know, but we know that Eric has a Force illusion, so he can take at least 1 barrage here. All right, Andrew just rolls in. Not great. If Eric has control here, he can make it through and potentially finish Andrew off. You see the Force illusion looks like another droid tank in Eric's hand. Okay, that makes sense. Nope. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Alright, there's a pitch to re-roll. A blank and a 2 gun. So that's still not enough. Because Eric can take the 2 on the Force illusion. The shield absorbs the 1, so Andrew needs that other dice to be undamaged. Now Han does have 50% damage. Obviously Eric doesn't have control here, and he's already broadcast that to Andrew by the fact he hasn't played it. Okay, so here comes Snoke. With a focus and a focus. Yeah, Andrew definitely needs to finish him off here. So there's a 1 for the shield, and then a 2 which he'll take on the illusion. There's a systems gauge and a... oh, and his other tie. And looks like there's 2 or 3 cards left in Eric's deck, so Andrew was just checking. I mean, those focuses into the... even leaving those focus for Vader's Fist seems pretty good. Eric's action. What's he going for here for? Just more money? I think he just got a roll in the fist. I mean, to be fair, so Andrew has 4, so he has to take 7, he has to do 12 damage, which Eric can definitely do. So there's the fist. Nope. Nope, so he uses a focus to go to the dollar. Oh, there's a planetary. Andrew just has to claim and deal 2 damage. That is it. I mean, Eric can claim, but then Andrew can just claim as his first action. That's what Eric does, actually. He claims, and he's going to look at Andrew's hand. He'll take the event. But Andrew's just going to point out here that all he has to do is claim as his first action. So Eric can keep claiming to keep Andrew off the planetary, but then Andrew gets to roll in unabated. So, yep, that is it. So, good job, gentlemen. First standard tourney of Monday Night Dice goes to Andrew. Nicely done with Poe Han. We saw a bunch of Thrawn Snoke tonight, so let's see what we see next week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys shortly.